We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. Philadelphia find themselves on a 5-game skid. They'll try to get back on track next. Mark Askew will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Oh, okay. I see how it's going to be. You're going to implore that. You're going to use the ambush tactics and not playing nice right there. Usually, you're supposed to take the 0-0 pitch to start the game. He wasn't paying attention.
Stepping up now, Freddie Santiago. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not fooled there as this ball's hammered out to deep right field. Gone! A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 3rd home run for him on the year as the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Stepping in now, Pete Armstrong, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Base is empty here with nobody out. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. O'Rourke is there, 1 away.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, Sammy Sosa.
Now batting, Sammy Sosa took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Starts things here with a changeup for a called strike. 1 out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more is looked at for ball 1. Count still at 1-2. Still only one out in the inning. Ball 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
Sito Suzuki is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0. Two out, nobody on. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Line drive, base hit.
Well, that's what's difficult about pitching. You have a guy that's up there swinging. Pitch before this takes a big swing and almost falls down, and then he shortens it up and hits a base hit right on the next pitch.
Yeah, Dan, that's what we call the old bait and switch right there. Try to go deep, count leverage, get to 2 strikes, shorten up, and do your job.
In now, Jesse Padilla as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 5 homers and 16 RBIs. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. The 1-1 home. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Ready on 1 and 2. Fouled off. Suzuki, the runner at first with 2 gone. 2-2 to the Cubs catcher.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
He's set. Here's the 2-2.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
He loses him on ball 4.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Jason Kipnis.
Now at the plate, Jason Kipnis. And a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Looking to minimize the damage here.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 2 for the Cubs in the inning on the strength of this 2-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 2-0 Chicago. Higawa is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Wow, he was awfully good in his last one. A complete game victory. We'll see if he'll be as good in this one as he was in his previous start.
Now at the plate, Jonathan Span. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Phillies, the first baseman, Jonathan Span.
And the pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, but this will land untouched. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball one.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Armstrong is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second, the second baseman, Paul Michael.
Set to get his evening at the plate started, Paul Michaels, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've got to be considered one of, if not the hottest team in baseball right now. Winners of 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
Now one hit foul over to the right side as the count moves to 1-2. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Batting first, the left fielder, Jim Snyder.
So striding forward now, Jim Snyder, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. Now that's popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Looks at a fastball inside, so he's in the driver's seat. 3-1.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, then it just comes in out of the zone. You can command that with movement. It's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
2 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he's safe.
Sometimes you just got to tip your hat to the offense right there. Nice piece of hitting. Executed his pitch away again, but the hitter was able to stay on time.
At the plate now, Devin O'Rourke. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runner in scoring position with two gone. And he's way off balance with the swing there. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning.
Danger averted following the two-out double. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Striding forward for his first chance, Ryan Buckner, and he's a guy that's really scuffling at the plate right now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. He's right there. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Igawa.
Stepping up to the plate, Igawa. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0.
Ball match outside.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Here it comes, 2-0.
Yeah.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
The 3-1. Grounded to short. And the throw is a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag, and that becomes out number 2.
Second baseman, J.C. Embry.
The next Cub up, J.C. Embry. He singled his last time up. Here it comes. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. And he fouls this one off. Embry, switch hitter, and he is considered among the best. He's got a solid swing from both sides, and at least in terms of making contact, there isn't a big drop-off against a righty or a left-hander on the mound.
Yeah, Matty, I think a lot has to do with the fact that this guy plays with the big part of the field. He is not pot committed to pulling the baseball or going the other way. He stays through the middle of the field. He keeps everything working towards the big part, and it serves him well from both sides of the plate.
And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. Freddie Santiago would be next. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
So in now for Chicago, Freddie Santiago. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And there he goes towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. after this. Digging in now for Philadelphia, Manny Machado is looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 games coming in.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball 1, no strike.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Now the pitch. Outside, 3-0 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-0 pitch. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Ready now, Fernando Chavis. First delivery to him on the way.
Count 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
One 1-0 pitch on the way. Grounded to the right. Speared on the dive. He beat it out. And that'll make it first and second now on a costly play there.
You know, D-Rose, sometimes one of your best friends are your own teammates right there. Good hustle from first base to beat that throw to second. And guess what? He bought his battery made a knock.
Yeah, he definitely bought him a knock. You know what else he's going to buy him? He's going to buy him dinner on the road at some point, because that's some significant hustle right there. It was a nice play. The internal clock of the defender thought he still had a chance at second. Wasn't meant to be.
The 0-1 delivery.
Ball inside.
None out, runners at first and second. Hit down the third baseline, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. A line shot to third base.
Batting it, the shortstop, Rob Castro.
Coming to the plate now, Rob Castro. First pitch coming, here it is.
That's out.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
Now it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
First and second now, 1 man out. 3-0 now.
Well, nothing can make you question yourself on that mound more than 3 straight balls to a guy you know that you should go right after. Sometimes you just lose the strike zone and you don't know why.
Phillies shortstop in front in the count, 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. 3-2 pitch.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Fouled away. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A 3-run shot down the line in left. Home run number 2 for him on the year as the Phillies move out in front 3-2.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
To the plate now, Mark Askew, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Three runs already home here. Ball 1.
The count's 1-1.
And he missed with the slurve, so it goes to 2-1.
Wow, that's 40 pitches for him already. This doesn't have the makings of a start that he's going to go very deep.
Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
And another foul ball. One out, nobody on. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Jonathan Span will be next. Swing and a miss. Boy, that thing's moving pretty good. 2 gone.
Now, I know he struck out there, but for a pitcher, that's a pretty solid at bat. Anytime you can make an opposing pitcher out there work and throw quite a few more extra pitches, that's a quality AB in my book.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Span. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike 1. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. Now here's the pitch.
That's a ball. 1-1.
2 out, nobody on.
Nope.
And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
So stepping in, Paul Michaels, 0 for 1 here in the early going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball, 1-1.
Nope.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Boy, his pitch count has really spiked here in this inning. He's up to over 50 already.
Now the 2-1 pitch. A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Leading off the inning, Freddie Santiago, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. And with that, we give you a look at what's happening in the NL East race.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Pete Armstrong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Pitch on the way. Lifted down the line in left. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Now here's the pitch.
Nope, upstairs.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-2 now. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That's lifted the other way out to left. Snyder is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
The right fielder, number 21, Sammy Sosa.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap to the guy on the mound. He's getting paid to try and get you out as well. Anytime it gets up there north of 7, 8 pitch ABs, sometimes it just comes down to pure execution. Let's see if he makes the adjustment right here.
Behind 0-2 now. 3rd inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it. Ready with another 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Popped him up. Castro calls for it. And that's the third out. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They trail 3-2. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, I talked with Philadelphia's manager during the break about the Phillies' offensive production to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've been able to push across 3 runs to this point, but they've also made the opposition work extremely hard. He's thrown a lot of pitches, and they think they're going to have a good opportunity to push across a lot more runs as he tires or as they get into that bullpen.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading up for the Phillies.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Jim Snyder. First delivery to him on the way.
That's the ball.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Left fielder giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder, Devin O'Rourke.
And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies, Devin O'Rourke. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
The third baseman,
so bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in now, the always dangerous third baseman, Manny Machado. Here comes the first pitch. Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 3-2. And we're back from Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. At the plate, Sito Suzuki. He reached on a single in his first try.
Sito Suzuki.
Now here it comes. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
A bouncer up the middle. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. At the plate, Jesse Padilla, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. The average for him at 267 on the year. 5 homers and 16 RBIs.
Runner.
There goes the runner. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. All even now, 2-2. And that's taken high for a ball. It's full now, 3-2. Waiting his turn on deck next is Jason Kipnis. Now the payoff pitch home. Here's the two-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So striding in, Jason Kipnis, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that one is gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. 4th home run for him on the season, and it's now 5-3.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Into the box now, Ryan Buckner, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0. This is pulled into right. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Up next for the Cubs, the pitcher, Some Igawa.
So here now is the pitcher, Some Igawa. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. 5 runs, 5 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he pops it up. Michaels over to his right, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 7, second baseman, J.C. Embry.
Ready for another shot now. J.C. Embry, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 5-3 Chicago. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in, the rookie outfielder, Fernando Chavis.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Inside, ball 1.
looped out towards short, and one gone.
Now batting, the catcher, Jose Hernandez.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Jose Hernandez comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Suzuki is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop, Rob Castro.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Rob Castro. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Hey. Nope, that's inside.
Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. 3 runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Got him. Maybe the best palm ball he's thrown, and that'll end it. Phillies down in order. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. Standing in, Freddie Santiago. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. And that's high and off the plate. 2-1. Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Cubs right now, they're looking for base runners. Hey, they'd love to get a leadoff walk.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit to short. Fielded cleanly. And no chance on the throw, so a great effort, but that'll be scored a base hit.
Boy, there's a quality infield base hit right there. That kind of reminded me of the old Yankees shortstop Derek Jeter on that jump throw.
Hey, that's why this is the pros. Back in the day, that's a knock all day long. But up here, guys are making those plays, at least making you think about them. That's an amazing play by the shortstop to leave his feet and at least make this close.
Mac Copley takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Standing in now, Pete Armstrong, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. No hits to this point. And it's 1-1.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it. The
1-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1 home, and it's fouled away. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Sammy Sosa waits on deck. Nobody out, runner on first. Good battle, count remains full. And here's a curveball looked at, strike three called, and that's the first out of the inning. So here's the cleanup hitter, Sammy Sosa. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Runners on first with one down. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Now a move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. Runner at first here, one man out. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher. Swinging a blooper to the right side. Here comes the right fielder. Oh, and he can't come up with it. The throw into second, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Into the box, Sito Suzuki, as he'll send a ground ball down to third. And he goes to a knee to try to knock it down, but it's by him down the line. And that'll plate the run from second base, and the lead is 3 now at 6-3.
He obviously was sitting all over that pitch. He didn't want to go deep in the count. He saw it 0-0, and he let it fly.
Stepping in now, Jesse Padilla, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Runners are at first and second with one away. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. In the dirt here. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Jason Kipnis waits on deck. First and second now, one man out. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
To the plate now, Jason Kipnis. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. Only 1 in the inning for the Cubs. Last half of the 5th coming up. Cubs lead it 6-3. Rick Haskett will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 8, Rick Haskett.
Fouled off. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. Now here it comes. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
So now to the plate, Jonathan Span. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Now the 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Sosa will come in a bit and put it away for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the second baseman, Paul Michaels.
Ready once again, Paul Michaels. Here's the first pitch to him.
Yeah.
2 out, nobody on. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Can't cut into that 6-3 deficit. Chip Manley takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 19, Chip Manley.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and set to go is the veteran first baseman, Ryan Buckner. Now here's the pitch.
Oh, that's it.
The 1-0 home. Hard hit to first. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Clips it behind his back. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Well, if you're going to bobble a ball, you have to hope it's when a guy is lumbering down the base pass. He's no speedster, so that was a good job to stay calm and make the recovery throw.
And now the Cubs pitcher, Sum Higawa. First offering on its way. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike one.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Up high, 2-1 now. Here's the pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
At the plate, J.C. Embry has he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
To 1-2 now. And he fouls this one off. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Jim Snyder.
Jim Snyder.
First pitch on its way.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Line drive to center field. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the Phillies get a man on to start out the inning. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as you see there, he currently tops the Phillies in that department. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Devin O'Rourke. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Hit sharply on the ground. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, after starting the game 0 for 2 with 2 punch-outs, that single had to feel good right there. Nice piece of hitting.
So it's first and second now. Nobody out. And that'll bring in Manny Machado. From the belt, kicks and deals.
0-1's the count.
Hey, two options if you're standing on the bump right now. Have to find a way to punch this guy's ticket or roll a double play.
Has a look, now the pitch.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Now the 0-2 pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time, and that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Into the box now, Fernando Chavis. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. And he misses here with a slurve, even at 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Runners are at first and second with one away. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. A payoff pitch one more time. Lifted the other way out to left center. Center fielder on the run. He can't get there as it falls in. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away. And now time is called here as their pitching coach is going to pay a quick visit to the mound to discuss how they want to attack things here. At the plate now, Jose Hernandez, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The 0-1 on its way. And now the Cubs bullpen will start working here as both a lefty and a righty are up. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 2-1 home.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. hit in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Bases are loaded with only one out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. Notch one in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Rob Castro, but a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. Here's the first pitch to him. Palm ball in there, strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone.
Well, he's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
The 1-1 home. Swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Phillies will have to be content with just the one. We're through 6 full. The Cubs lead this one 6-4. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in is the veteran third baseman Freddie Santiago. First delivery to him on the way.
That's inside.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0.
Ball 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike. Lifted the other way to left center. Long run for the center fielder. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
The center fielder, number 4, Pete Armstrong.
Into the box now, Pete Armstrong. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. First pitch coming. Here it is. In there, strike one.
Hey, great job pounding the zone, strike one. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Now here's the pitch. Back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
Standing in now, Sammy Sosa. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. The 1-0 home. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. 1 out and a runner on second base. Base hit, line drive into the corner. Throw into second. But he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
To the plate now, Sito Suzuki. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Trying to keep it going, a perfect 3 for 3 thus far. A throw behind the runner at second, a dive, but he's back. Fastball over the outside, but in there for a strike. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in safely. Hit high and deep to left field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Stepping into the box, Jesse Padilla. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
The 1-2 is put in play to the right side of the infield. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Cubs pick up a run on the RBI double. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Cubs 7 and the Phillies 4. Number 21 is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Swing and a miss on the palm ball. Strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Oh, and look out as this runs in and gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
Man, when you're winning on the road, the last thing you want to do is give the home crowd a reason to get back into it. Well, when you hit the leadoff man, that's exactly what you do.
Here comes the Chicago skipper now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Your attention,
Little
please.
comes on now, and
Now
he'll take
pitching
over
for
with
the
nobody
Chicago
out in
Cubs.
inning number 7.
Number 43, Luke Little.
Jonathan Span will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. From the belt, the pitch.
Oh, that's out.
A runner at first with no outs here. Swing, and he pops him up. Looks to be playable in foul ground. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Now batting, the second baseman, Paul Michael.
Stepping in, Paul Michaels. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Outside.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh, look there.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
Runners on first with 1 down. Up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0. Jim Snyder will be next. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turned to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. 6th home run on the season for him, as it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
Hitters today have become such great low ball hitters. That's case in point right there. You see him using his lower half to create and get his bat on plane and elevate that low heater.
In now, Jim Snyder.
Yeah.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Still only 1 out in the inning. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. The 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
Now batting, the right fielder, Devin O'Rourke.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Devin O'Rourke. Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And this will be fouled away. The 1-2. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Another try at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
And he struck out again. That's the third time he's gone down on strikes in this one. But the fighting strike for a pair, both coming on this two-run home run. 7 complete here tonight. It's the Cubs 7 and the Phillies 6. Rod Etheridge has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 35, Rod Etheridge.
Settling in now, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Kipnis.
First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
Is put in play to the right side of the infield, reined in, and the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
Now at the plate, Ryan Buckner. First delivery to him on the way. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now a left-hander up and throwing in that Philly bullpen. The 1-0.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
1 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball that just about got away as it misses inside for a ball. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-2, full count. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Jimmy Grimes will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high. One out, 1 on in a 1-run game. 2 balls and no strikes. Grimes, 28 years old. This is his 2nd year as a major leaguer. too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Scooped up. One there. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, J.C. Embry from the stretch. And he drops a changeup right down Broadway for a called strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike one.
A runner on first with 2 away. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. That misses. 1-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. He's got it, and he'll just step on second for the force, and that'll do it for this half inning. One left for the Cubs as they still cling to a 7-6 lead. Billy Palmer will come out and take the ball here as he'll be making his 15th appearance of the year.
Billy Palmer.
And in steps Manny Machado. 0 for 2 for him to this point. This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup. 0-1. Here's the 0-1.
No, that's down.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-1 home. This is on the ground over to first. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting, the center fielder, Fernando Chavis.
At the plate, Fernando Chavis. First offering on its way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
The 1-0.
Ball back outside.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Suzuki is in his tracks now as he makes the catch for out number 2.
The batter, the catcher, Jose Hernandez.
Coming to the plate now, Jose Hernandez. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Ball down.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. And it's fouled away. Here now the 2-2. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Phillies down in order. Down a run in a tight one. It's 7-6. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jose Villegas will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Bill Reeves is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. At the plate, Freddie Santiago. He went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit to first. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So coming to the plate, Pete Armstrong. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss, and he needs a little discipline here. 0-2.
Man, as a pitcher, you have to love pitching 0-2. Multiple ways, up, down, in and out, throw the breaking ball. A lot of different ways to get guys out.
So he punches him out and looking at the fastball. Pete Armstrong goes down for out number 2 in the top of the 9th. Striding into the box, Sammy Sosa. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Swung on and missed that time. It's 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. Ground ball left side. Machado has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6. Thomas Nicholas is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th.
Thomas Nicholas.
Rob Castro will stand in, as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a line drive. And through into left field. So the tying runs aboard to kick off the inning.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Stepping in, Bill Reeves. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. From the stretch, here's the pitch. A high fastball is in there. Nicholas has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
The 0-1 pitch. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Armstrong will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first.
The batter, the first baseman, Jonathan Span.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Jonathan Span. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Runner at first here, one man out. Fastball called for strike two.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball, just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And that's in there for a called third strike on the split-fingered fastball. 2 away.
That's a big strike out there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Into the box, Paul Michaels, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, 0-1 count, and the pitch. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Philly down to their last strike. Way outside. 1-2. 2 out with the man at first. Close, but it's not over yet. That's ball 2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Man, a hitter must feel hopeless against that kind of gas. That final pitch was a 100-mile-an-hour fastball, and this thing is over.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Sam Higawa earns his 5th winner of the year. Mark Askew struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Thomas Nicholas wraps it up for the save, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at
Here
MLB
now is
The
final
Show.
line score tonight. First for the Victoria.